Hey guys, this is Insightful here with another UI guide, this time for the War Within. It's been requested by a few people on the Discord, so I thought I would finally provide you with a full-on guide of how to set everything up. Now, this is going to be a long format video, but it's not going to be a video where I go through everything, setting a basic UI up and then how to do it. I'm going to show you all my settings, provide you with every import code that I possibly can, so hopefully in 10 minutes or 20 minutes you can have this UI set up and you can have everything looking how you want it. Now, you do need to check up the Discord for all the import codes and other bits and pieces throughout the video. And also, if you want a full add-on pack, that is available to my Twitch subs. So if you want that, you want to save yourself some time, you know what you need to do. I'm not begging for subs, I'm just saying that's one of the perks. If not, guys, sit back and enjoy the video. So my actual graphic settings, just because I imagine a few people may want to see what I'm playing with, these are my graphic settings for the game. So you can copy of them, and audio settings as well. Interface settings. There. I'm trying to think of anything else. Social, maybe. Combat settings as well. And then last but not least, if I go to edit mode, I will export this profile and place it onto my Discord, so you can copy the layout to give you the skeleton of where everything goes. So guys, the next step is for you to obviously get the add-ons that I've got. So if you just go to start, go to add-ons, and then I've basically streamlined my list to make it as easy as possible to follow. There is a list of all the add-ons that you need to download in my Discord once again. And I will also place timestamps throughout the video so you can see where the settings for each individual add-on is. So I will just scroll down the list to give you people an idea of the add-ons you do need to download if you want to pause the video and see what I've got a tick next to. However, I am going to go through each individual one, but I do recommend people downloading all of the add-ons first and then loading into the game and turning on one at a time as I'm going through the video. You can set that one up, go through the settings, and then not be overwhelmed by maybe loads of stuff on the screen if that is your preferred method. That is what I would do. So let's get right into the video, and let's start with the first add-on, which is Camera Max Distance. So the first add-on is going to be max camera distance, and you can access nearly all the add-ons that have an option panel through options add-ons. If not, there'll be an icon on the minimap most likely. So go to max camera distance, set the max zoom to 2.6, everything else is left at default. It's also worth me mentioning that I have input several commands into the game to improve my field of view and the smoothness of the camera, so I will share them down below in the description, so be sure to add them if you want your UI to be exactly the same as mine. So the next add-on on our list that is really essential for us is going to be Auctionator. So basically all this add-on does is, I'll just fly to the auction house so you can see. This just gives us a cleaner auction house interface that looks like this. That's all it does. And you can do like a full scan of the auction house, which updates all the prices. I'm not going to do it on this video. You can cancel items, you can sell items a little bit easier. And it lets you do kind of, you can import shopping lists. I don't mess around with this. I just use it for this particular section here. Otherwise, I really don't use it for anything else. It just lets me get the latest prices to see how much things are worth. So if I'm out farming or whatever, I can see how much different things are worth. So yeah, that's the Auctionator add-on. So guys, the next add-on that I'm going to show you is BetterFishing. So it's a super simple add-on, and if you do fish a lot in World of Warcraft, I strongly recommend you get it. You can add custom sounds to your fishing, so you can kind of do an AFK fishing, although it's not really AFK. You need to be paying a little bit of attention, and you can enhance the sounds. So when you hear a fish being caught, for example, and you hear the little kind of tugging sound, you can enhance the sound so it's louder. If you're maybe watching a movie or whatever while you're fishing. But the main thing with this add-on is if you go into key bindings, you can actually set specific key bindings for the fishing. So let's say you wanted the number 2 to throw out your line and then to pull the line back in, you would just set it to one keybind and it will do all of that for you. So really nice, simple add-on, which I strongly recommend anyone who fishes in World of Warcraft to get. So the next add-on in the list is BetterBlizzPlates. Now this is a really important add-on, guys, for those of you that want the look and feel of my add-on. This makes the nameplates look like this, so you can see when the target isn't selected, it is kind of has a black border and is smaller, and then when I select him, it increases in size. So what I'm going to do to save you guys a hell of a lot of time is obviously you can access BetterBlizzPlates through here, and it does all sorts of amazing and customizable things. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if you go to import and export, I'm going to export my profile and I'm going to put this on the Discord. So all you need to do to get your UI to look like this is to place the code in this import section here, and I've already done all of the important settings for you. So you should be able to see totems, you should get the class indicators both in Blitz and in Arena, and really everything else is done for you. I've spent a while doing these settings previously, but yeah, you can also test things as well and mess around with the add-on. But yeah, it's a complicated add-on, and if you're new to PvP, I wouldn't recommend messing around with the settings. Take the profile, see how it looks, and make some changes from there. So the next add-on in our list is BetterCharacterPanel. Now this again is all this add-on does really for me is, if I go to options, add-on, and just toddle the micro menu and bag menu like this, all it does for me here is adds like these item level for the things. I do think you can potentially, can we see it? No, we can't. I don't even know if we can even add this. So what if we put BCP? Sometimes that works. No, so I think it basically takes away some of the bloat from the character. I can't remember what else it adds onto it, but I'm pretty sure it displays some of these things, item levels. I could be wrong. This add-on maybe isn't even important, but yeah, download the add-on. I've not done anything with it, and there's no profile for me to export with that one. So the next noteworthy add-on, which I definitely recommend everybody to get if they're following this guide, is BigBebuffs. So if we go into add-ons and BigBebuffs, you can see that there's a ton of options here. There are different profiles. Unfortunately, you cannot copy my profile here. So what I'm going to recommend you do is basically leave everything as default. Go through each one of these and make sure you disable this and just have nameplates and rate frames enabled. And then what you're going to do is you're going to copy off all these settings here if you want your UI to look like how mine does. Yeah, okay, so copy off all these settings. Then I'll go to nameplates and you can copy off these settings. I pretty much left most things to default except the font and maybe the actual size of the font as well. Let me just, I like to turn that down. I don't like the font to be massive. So yeah, I've set those things, but otherwise it's super simple. Everything else is left at default. I've just changed the font. And just to toddle and see what it does, you can see it adds all these timers to people. So yeah, which is really nice. So you can see who's CD'd, and if you want to turn that off, you can just tick there. And if you want to turn the raid frame one off, then you can just tick there as well. So, but yeah, I have nameplates and I have the RaidFrames on. So yeah, copy off those settings and that should be working fairly easily for you. So the next add-on is BTW Quests. Really simple add-on. All this lets you do is basically see the different quests around the map, so it gives me icons for everything. So if I want to do the achievements, which I kind of do, I can see where I need to start the quests and what quests I still need to pick up. So yeah, there's nothing fancy about that. Yeah, that's a more or less a quality of life add-on. So the next add-on I need to find a person for you is if I go up to them, it's the check PvP add-on. So you can see there, check PvP, it gives me their name. I can copy and paste it in and that's it. And then it lets me just put that into the 𝗭𝗢𝗢𝗡𝗏 PvP site and it's just check PvP there. So really nothing fancy there for you to see. So the next add-on. So the next add-on is ClassicNumbers. Here, this add-on basically, let me show you. So this add-on is what makes that damage appear there like that. So if we go to options, add-ons, ClassicNumbers, you can see here all of my settings. Again, there's no profile option. So I will go down. My font style is set to that. My font is customizable, by the way. It's a font called Nexo. So I've just replaced all the original font icons and font files, sorry. But yeah, so if you copy off these options, guys, you will get the exact same classic number effects that I have. Really simple. And it just, yeah, it just puts it in like a really niceable, nice format, really, for me to be able to see. So the next add-on, which I don't think needs really any introduction, is Details. So Details add-on isn't actually in here, but if you come down here, you can go to the options panel and you can see again we have a whole host of different things. What I will do is I will export my profile and I will put this in Discord for you so you can see what it will look like. It basically, so if I don't know if I can heal this, so you can see. So yeah, you can see there, that's what it looks like, and it looks the same for the damage one. But you can take away the percentage, you can add all sorts of different things through how these look, so you can, you know, not show the percentage, so it's just like that. But yeah, I will export my profile and I will share it with you guys in the Discord. So the next add-on is Doom Cooldown Pulse. So really simple add-on. This basically allows me, so if I put DCP, you can see it, and this really simple. It just comes up with like a little icon, so when something's come off cooldown, it comes up with a little icon on there, and you can copy my settings if you want yours to look like this, but you can move it around, drag it around wherever you want. I prefer mine to be there, and I just lock it in, and you can test it when you're happy to make sure that it looks like that. But yeah, that is Doom Cooldown Pulse. So the next add-on is FatalArenaFrames. This really doesn't need a guide. You download it and it stops the default Blizzard arena frames appearing. It sometimes bugs down here, but a simple reload fixes that. So yeah, that's a really simple one. So the next thing that I'm going to share with you, or the next add-on, is FrameColor. So this is one that I do get asked about a fair bit. If you type /FC in chat, now I will share this export code, and it basically makes my whole UI dark from the chat to the bags and other things. It just keeps everything really clean. But yeah, I'll share my profile so you don't have to go around changing all the colors, and once again that will be available in the Discord. So next in our list of add-ons is FrameSort. So FrameSort, I think there is an option panel here for it. I could be wrong. No, there's not. So FrameSort, all it really does, if I /FrameSort, you can see there we have a list of things, how it's ordered. I've literally just left mine as default. I've not bothered ticking everything, but you can see there are an absolute ton of options. So auto promote healers to leader and solo shuffle, so healers can configure target markers. So it kind of does things like this. There is other macro advice and other stuff, but I've honestly never really bothered with anything really. All I've done, installed it, and then just left it as default. And if you always want healers to appear at the top, do make that to 1, but obviously there's no tanks in PvP, so mine is just set to 2. So yeah, really simple add-on, nice quality of life, and will always make you appear at the top of a raid frame. Next add-on, not a PvP add-on, is GladiusEx 2. Really simple. It just makes nodes appear around the map, so you can see there's fishing nodes where I sometimes just go wait when I'm in solo shuffle, but yeah, that's all it does. Makes fishing nodes appear, mining nodes, herblore nodes, and things like that. And I do think there is some configuration, but I honestly don't use it for anything more. So the next add-on is GladiusEx. There is a link down to the video that I made showing how to customize this, as it's quite a long video and there's a lot of options, and I go through every option in fine detail to get yours to look exactly like mine. I will just show you what mine actually looks like, just so you can see before you head over to that. So if I just go to test 3, and that is what my GladiusEx looks like. So if you want yours to look like that, then do head over and go check out that video. Okay, so the next add-on is HandyNotes. Once again, there isn't really anything that I've really done with this. There is a whole options panel, and you can change and mess around with that. There's different plugin variations such as Dragonfly, so on. I've left everything as default, but what it does do is if you come to the map, you can set that, so you can filter all sorts of different things out, so it'll hide things, show things. You can disable other things, and you can obviously mess around with them in the settings. But yeah, it's a nice add-on, shows different things and just makes it easier to track and find things on the map, really. So the next add-on, hide microbar, really simple, hides my bags, hides my character panels. I did try making an add-on so it would do it, so when you moved your mouse over it would appear, but I couldn't ever get the talent panel to hide. I managed to get the bags, but I'm not the best coder, but yeah, basically come into add-ons, come here, and it gives you 2 buttons. You toggle them on, toggle off, and turns them off and gets rid of them. And mine's hotkeyed anyway, so the hotkeys do still work if you obviously, want to access those particular things for achievements or your character panel or whatever. So the next add-on, we are almost finished, only a few left, is mask. So mask /mask, or you can go through the panel. Super nice add-on. So if you want, for example, your WeakAuras, your Omnibar to have black borders around them, you can install this. I use the dream texture, so just so you can see what that looks like on my Omnibar. If I test all, you can see I have a black border around, and yeah, it just makes everything look super nice. So download mask, install it, set the dream texture up. If there's a profile that I can copy for you guys, I most definitely will, but no, I don't think there is. It's super simple. I've just got mine set to the absolute basics, so I'll just show you what I've got it set to. That's literally it. I just did the global options. I've not done anything for these, so yeah, these are the add-ons that it works with as well. So the next load of add-ons, I'm kind of going to do these. They all have the same starting prefix. So we've got Omnibar, OmniCC, and OmniCD. So if we go into options add-on, go into Omnibar, you unfortunately I can't give you my profile, but basically all I've got is a bar for kick, and this is just because I'm a healer caster. I track my kicks really, so when I'm fake casting. So yeah, you need to go through the spells. So go to the spell section, go through all the class, select their kick ability, and then in the settings I just have these settings here, so you can copy off these to get yours to look the same. You can put it on the center lock, copy these, copy the positioning if you want the same as me, and have this visibility, and then test them. And providing you've got the mask dream filter on, they will look exactly the same as this, guys. So super easy to set up, but unfortunately I can't give you my profile as it is unique to mine and there's no import or export option. So OmniCD, guys, lets you track the cooldowns next to my raid frames. I wonder if I can, I don't think there's a way I can test this, but I can, I believe I can export mine. So yeah, I will export mine and I will put this on the Discord view, so you can just import it here, put the code in, and that should all work for you to save you a little bit of time. So last but not least for the Omnis is OmniCC. So if you type OmniCC, again, I can't copy my profile over, but basically you can copy off these settings. Can here, so if you just copy off them, color and scale, I've turned all the text to white and set it all to 100%, and typography, I've got the Fritz Quattro. You can obviously make that thick, but I have it on thin. Font size is 18, and they're all the options for that. So yeah, super easy add-on to set up, but that is, can you see the numbers in the cooldown there? That is what that affects there. So next add-on is Quartz, so we can access that through /Quartz or the options menu. So I don't think I can share the profile, unfortunately. But yeah, basically all I've done here is I've disabled every other one except player. So I've literally turned all these off except player. Now you can enable that enemy cast bars as well if you really want to. So go to player and copy these exact options if you want yours to look the same. So clean, 1 pixel, yeah, and that's pretty much everything else. I've obviously changed the size, but yeah, copy these settings and it will look exactly like this, what I will show you now. It will look like that. So Raider.io, I'm not going to cover that, all I've done is install it, but we will go over RAID frame settings. Now there are a lot of people that have asked me about this, how do I get my RAID frames to look like yours? So RAID frame settings, just to give you a better idea as a druid, is it lets you customize what spells, where spells go. It lets you customize and track things. It lets you track various CDs and other things. It's a really, really cool little add-on. So let me show you what I've got, what my settings are. I need to go out of combat, just meld. So these are my settings. However, I'm going to export my profile and just show you. So I'll just quickly go through all my settings just so you can see kind of how I've got things. You can add an aura group as well. I've tried messing around with it actually, but it doesn't seem to track very well, which is a little bit annoying. But I've basically set it so all my hots appear on there, all the main hots. So yeah, that's really good. But what I will do is I will export the profile that I'm using for my druid, so it will look exactly like this, and that will be in the Discord for you. So if you've stayed with me this far, we've only got a little bit more, but the next add-on is SexyMap. So if you go to options, add-ons, we close these, we go to SexyMap down here. All you're going to do to get your map to look like this is, I don't think there's a profile button, no, is you're going to go to there and you're going to click faded square, and then you're going to click accept. Now you can add borders. You can enable, you can do things like that, but I don't really bother. Border texture, you can change things, you can You know, you can customize a lot of the look and feel, but I'm happy with my map looking like that. So yeah, that is literally all I do, and yeah, I just leave it like that. But you can have other kind of, you can round off a corner, faded circle, small. You can do a heart, so you're kind of, you know, making it all dark. You can snowflake, I'm not sure, that's not even changing it, but yeah, that's all I do, guys, for my map. So 2 add-ons. So you may have noticed that I've missed Narcissus, because this add-on is basically, there are 2 things for it. So I can click that and you can see all my stats and just a bunch of useless information really that just looks nice and how it's presented. And it also lets me, I can take pictures, and this is how I do my thumbnail. So I'll put my character there, maybe make it dark, add in some sort of cool animation, and then yeah, take the screenshot, and then I go and edit stuff from there. So that is Narcissus really. So the last add-on is WeakAuras. That's worth mentioning. So these are all my Druid WeakAuras. I do have an absolute ton of WeakAuras really for my Shadow Priest and the Druid. Basically these just let me know when certain things happen, but all these WeakAuras are available in the Discord if you want them. There's not really anything useful for me to say. I develop all my own WeakAuras except a couple that I've got from Gizmo. Every other one I've either made myself or I've gotten from Wago. There's a lot of useful information there. But yeah, these are all available in the Discord, guys. Anyway, that is it for the video. If this video has been helpful, you should now have a UI that looks exactly like mine. I've given you all the settings, I've given you all the profiles. The only thing left to mention, which some of you may be wondering, is the font. Now, there is a post on Wowhead, which I will leave a link for in the description, which tells you how to replace the font with a font that you like. I followed that, it was super easy to set up, literally took me 2 minutes, so there's no point me regurgitating content. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, then please leave a like, subscribe, and check out some of my other videos. In the meantime, be kind, be peaceful, and remember, most of all, you are appreciated. Thank you so much. Bye.